Hello, and thanks for joining us for this week's online exclusive. I'm Carly Thomas.
And I'm Maya Eaglin. Here are some of the stories we have been following this Tuesday, September 26th. Well, while most people associate allergies with the spring, fall is another time when symptoms become flared. One of the pollens that is triggering your symptoms is called ragweed, which is most common in North Carolina. One way to assess a daily allergy report is by heading over to pollen.com. There you will be able to see current severity of the pollen. The site provides you with a 5-day forecast for what pollen levels are going to look like for your week ahead. Ratings are on a 1 to 12 scale, with 12 being the worst. Today we saw an allergy rating of 6.8, but expect that number to drop by Friday at a 5.1.
Now, when it comes to preventing your symptoms, it's important that you frequently wash your hands and increase your intake of vitamin C and E, in addition to taking the antihistamines such as Claritin or Zyrtec. Paul Yingle is a physician at Alamance Ear, Nose, and Throat, and he advises allergy sufferers to monitor all symptoms because they may be the result of a bigger problem.
Allergy doesn't give you a raw, irritated red throat where flu typically does. So if you're getting more whole body symptoms, you may be getting more flu symptoms and need to look out for that.
According to the CDC, the flu season starts closer to December. But in case your symptoms worsen and start to affect your schoolwork or daily activity, you can schedule an appointment with health services online at elon.edu/health-services.
Starting today, Elon will participate in supporting Survivors Week, a week dedicated to raising awareness about sexual violence, dating violence, and stalking. Open for all Elon students, here are some of the events this week. Take Back the Night is tomorrow. Survivors will be able to share their stories in front of the campus and community members. The event starts at 6:30 with a community gathering. The main Speak Out starts at 7 p.m. in Whitley Auditorium.
The documentary The Hunting Ground will be screened in Turner Theater at 7 p.m. on Thursday. It explores the epidemic of sexual violence on college campuses around the country and the impact on students. The week concludes a week from today with the March Against Victim Blaming on October 3rd. This event is an opportunity for campus and community members to march around campus and take a stand against gender violence and victim blaming. The march begins at 4:30 p.m. at Speaker's Corner, right outside the Mosley Center.
Smitty's has some new competition. Elon sophomore Ethan Kaufman is starting a Smores Bar here on campus. The business is called Smoke and S'mores and will be in the Oak House beginning on Saturday. Kaufman charges per person, and after paying, you and your friends get a personal s'mores table, fire pit, and ingredients. Your choices go beyond just your average s'more. The price is $3.99 for 5 regular s'mores or $4.99 for custom Reese's or cookie and cream s'mores. Smoke and S'mores will be in the Oak House every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
And yesterday was National Comic Book Day, and our Paulo Blanc spoke to one comic book store owner in Greensboro using his powers for good.
At Comic Dimension in Greensboro, owner Chris Gordon knows his comics. From the most well-known,
well, my favorite superheroes, Superman's my favorite,
to the less well-known,
Shirtless Bear Fighter. That's just a title that pops in my mind, Shirtless Bear Fighter.
Gordon opened Comic Dimension in 2015, complete with rows of comics, action figures, and even an arcade. But Gordon didn't want to just open a store. He wanted to build something bigger.
Everywhere, I've been collecting, like I said, more than 30 years all over the world. And I just wanted a place where people can come and hang, not just pick up their books and leave, which is the norm for a comic book shop.
In 3 years, Comic Dimension has become the go-to place where kids in the area can be themselves and stay away from falling into bad habits. From younger,
I love having kids come in and spending their allowance to get it. I always hook them up with something extra nice, just for doing that.
To older.
There are a lot of kids that are like that, especially when it comes to teens, like late teens. They're, developing who they're going to hang out with and who they're going to mimic.
Gordon says he's there to sell comics, but more importantly, provide a safe place where kids can be themselves.
Love what we're doing, and if there's anything we can ever do to help anybody out, that's what it's all about. Building the community.
Paul LeBlanc, Elon, Local News.
The Comic Dimensions is located at 2823 Spring Garden Street in Greensboro. So Carly, growing up, were you a fan of comic books? Did you like the superhero thing?
I never really got into it. It wasn't
Yeah.
really my scene.
I think I had a lot of friends who were into it, but for me, it was all about the Powerpuff Girls. Those were my superheroes.
Oh, well, that's awesome. All right, well, that's all the news we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network or check out our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
Have a great week, Elon.